Good morning. It's a brand new day. And today we've got an exciting review of the Biohazard coffee. They claim that this is the world's strongest coffee. How strong could it be? Like, I've had lots of different coffees before, and I'm kind of used to different kinds of coffees. I mean, when I first had coffee, I was kind of shaky and jittery from drinking really high contents of coffee, but I haven't had that kind of feeling in quite some time now. Let's unbox it. All right, so right out of the box, you can see that it's sealed. So you gotta get this. And inside this box, you get this little baggie here. You got some social media kind of tags here. Biohazard Coffee on Facebook and Instagram. Very cool. So this is a 454 gram bag, which is a net weight of 16 ounces. So the instructions for brewing in clear bold print, they recommend 2 tablespoons of coffee plus 6 ounces of water, which will give you 100% productivity. Ooh, so just to give you a general idea of how much caffeine this bad boy has, there's 928 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounce brewed. That is a lot of caffeine. That's 4 times the amount of coffee your barista normally serves you. It also says here, this caffeine content may result in overproductivity, all-nighters, and the occasional feeling of invincibility. Man, this thing's gonna give people superpowers. Look, just to give you a visual, coffee's like right here. Energy drinks on a scale of 1 to 10 is like right here. They're claiming that this is maxed out. The limit of caffeine. Geez, I better pay attention to these instructions. Alright, so to brew this Biohazard coffee, I've got this Keurig machine, and I've got this refillable Keurig pod. This pod right here, I am going to fill up with this delicious coffee and then pop it in the machine, okay? Now, before drinking this, I'm gonna have a breakfast because I don't want to drink coffee on an empty stomach. Might intensify the effects of the coffee. Let's see here though, this bag, it looks like it needs to be cut at the top here. Let me get my scissors here. Give it a little slip right here. I don't know how they made these coffee beans to produce that much of a high content, but that's what it looks like. Just looks like some regular coffee. Okay, so got my Keurig refillable pods here, and then gonna wait. I wonder what this little tab up front here is. Am I supposed to? No, that's probably just like a freshness seal thing. I think I did it right by cutting it at the top. Okay, little 1 teaspoon and 2 teaspoons. That is 2 teaspoons. It doesn't really seem like much in there, but that is definitely 2 teaspoons of coffee. Okay, here we go. Second little Keurig pot. This one's, I'm gonna go a little bit light on just in case. That one's, I mean, how intense could this really be? Like, maybe that's the cautious one. Okay, get my little pods up here now. So I'm just killing my breakfast before I devour that nice coffee that I got today. I've had another similar one that was called Death Wish coffee, and that was the strongest ground coffee that I've had by far yet. But I'm curious to see how good this one's gonna be. This one's made out of New York. Doing a different kind of comparison. Normally what we drink as coffee is some of the Seattle's Best hazelnut coffee, and roasting some of this in that machine there, there's only a little bit of caffeine content in here. It'll take me 2 cups to feel the caffeine effects that I'm accustomed to before I can, you know, go out there and feel like tackling the day. Right. I'm ready to drink some Death Wish coffee. I mean, some Biohazard coffee. Let's try this, okay? It's got 6 ounces of water that it says to put in here. So I got my cool looking coffee cup and then set it to 6 ounces here and let it rip. It's coming out slowly, dripping out slowly there. Drip, drip, drip. It smells like a very light brew. Tastes like a very light coffee. I don't notice any kind of potent difference right now. It's 10:09 in the morning. Give it a minute. See if I feel any after effects after I finish this nice cup of joe. So on the back of here it says 928 milligrams per 12 ounces of brewed coffee, but the instructions say that there's 6 ounces of water, which I did, and 2 tablespoons of coffee, which I did. So I'm guessing that that 928 milligrams is really the coffee content after you put 4 tablespoons of this with 12 ounces of water. Just a guess though. It's not bad. It's warm and tastes good. It's not bitter. When I work out in the morning, I don't like to take pre-workouts. I like to just use coffee. And I'm starting to feel up the ramp up in my alertness level. This caffeine, I think, is starting to take its effects. I still have some left here of this coffee, but I'm starting to feel more awake. So you can see how much coffee is left inside my cup here. You could still see the fine grinds that are at the bottom of this cup. I'm gonna just slowly sip on that because I'm feeling the effects of it, and there's always better way to not drink as much and feel the effects than drink too much and feel too much of the effects. You know what I'm saying? So looking at my Garmin sports watch here and just taking a reading real quick. This is since I woke up. My heart level is at 85 beats per minute. It's not making a mad rush of my heart fluttering, but I definitely feel like more of an elevation in my heart rate. So I just gave my wife a little taste of this and she wasn't a real fan of it. She said it was too light flavor, kind of like it was a herbal tea or something. I was just going off the instructions though. It said to add just 2 teaspoons into a 6-ounce cup, and that's what we got. Just going off the instruction. You didn't like it?
No, hell no.
Hell no. Oh, I'm gonna eat some Chocohan, some little chocolate wafers. That's a good save there. With some coffee, this gives it a little bit more flavor.
그거 마시다가.
No, I poured her up some stuff. Hers is the little pods that we're normally used to using. She drinks some of this Green Mountain Breakfast Blend, a Nantucket one. Notice how much more darker this one is compared to that color earlier. This, oh, that's a lot more bitter though. It's more flavorful, but if you don't like that coffee flavor, I think that a little bit of this will help because there's not a lot of coffee flavor. Some people just don't like the taste of coffee. This is like a tea almost because you don't have to use much, if any, coffee grinds at all. All right, so I'm done drinking that coffee. And now I'm gonna see how I feel. Now that I have some caffeine running through my system, I feel like busting out the gym equipment and exercising. This is the DB method machine. I'm gonna use this to do some perfect form squats. Man, it's got kind of a rush to my head. I feel like doing stuff. I feel like doing squats with this thing. So I'm spending my Sunday afternoon working out. Kickstarting the weekend. Right. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. This is good. This is good. Whew. That coffee is kind of a digestive kind of a drink too. Like, I feel like the breakfast I already ate this morning is being digested already. I feel good. I feel more alert. I feel like this is a good kickstart to my morning. I feel like I'm ready to tackle the day, to conquer the world. I'm going to leave a link to this product that I'm using in the cards up above too, but this is a good way to build your leg muscles. Your leg muscles, your quads are the biggest muscles in your whole body. Get some better testosterone flowing through your body by doing squats, especially squats with a good form. Ah, that's nice. So that's gonna wrap up my review of this coffee. I think it's a great coffee. If you're looking for some coffee that's not gonna be having a lot of flavor, it's just more like kind of a tea, really. I think that you'll enjoy this coffee. It's the Biohazard coffee, and you can look them up on Facebook or Instagram. And they also have their website, biohazardcoffee.com, where you can purchase it. If you're looking to purchase one of these coffees, go ahead and use my code KP10 and you can save 10% on this coffee. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that in my description box below so that you can save when you purchase this coffee. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.